I want to announce, therefore, that I will be assigning the JDF with some of its engineering corps to assist in the restoration of roofs that can be restored.
Welcome back to my channel. So we saw the Prime Minister Andrew Holness in Maroon Town pressing flesh and talking to the people. But the main reason for the visit is, of course, to see the first-hand damage in Accompong Town. And I don't know if he got to go to the surrounding communities as well, but I know that he mentioned there will be help for the surrounding communities, so he must be aware. So we're seeing first-hand damage of Accompong Town, Maroon Town, as we call it. I'm familiar with the area. In the Prime Minister in Accompong Town, and I've been saying this so many times that it's time for Chief Currie and the Prime Minister get together and work collaboratively. It was a bit of a tense situation on more than one occasion. We all know that it wasn't the greatest of relationships. Happy to see this. As Richard said, it's a time for reset. I did a video about the Kalinagos of Dominica about 2 years ago, could be more. And I spoke about how they're able to govern themselves in their community, and they also have a representative at the government's table, like a seat at the table. So they're fully involved. They help to make decisions. They're fully involved in what's going on with the government, and that does not stop them from governing the community. So there's two things going on at the same time. I know that Minister Grange had something to do with this.
We'll be assigning the JDF with some of its engineering corps to assist in the restoration of roofs that can be restored, to immediately start your recovery so that you can get ready for January 6th. There are several other engineering corps that are coming in. We have offers from Ethiopia, from Ghana, Rwanda, and several other countries have said that they would be willing to come. And as soon as those are confirmed in terms of the date that they will come,
Love seeing this because it doesn't make any sense. They've been there for 500 years, and they're like one of the first people to set foot in Jamaica. It's time for them to just cooperate. I love to see how they were sitting at the table in the meeting room with Richard. A huge meeting room there, right, where he welcomes guests and so on. And it's good to see the Prime Minister at that table. And they were asking for things like electricity and to help with the roofs. And most of the homes in Maroon Town, they are block homes, but you can see that half of them may be zinc roof, half that has slab roofs. The ones with the slab roofs are okay, but of course, the ones with the zinc, of course, went. So they're going to need a lot of help, right? The Flagstaff Maroon, they needed help as well. I hope they're getting the help that they need. And it's not just Accompong Town. There's a lot of other communities that surrounds Accompong Town. And other Maroons are there as well, like Aberdeen, Brompton, Whitehall, Thornton. All of them all need help. I saw Magati looks annihilated, like someone down there. I saw a video clip on Instagram and I couldn't believe it. Grandmother and myself, we walked from Magati all the way to Whitehall because my grandmother, sometimes she doesn't want to take taxi, no, just wants to walk, and she doesn't break a sweat. Meanwhile, I am there just running beside her. The day when we go for like a couple days break and so on, we would go down to our grandmother. Most of the time she doesn't want to take taxi, she just walks. It doesn't matter if she has bags or whatever. actually like a 15-20 minute taxi ride, which is probably like an hour walk. So you can just imagine, her with the bags and whatnot and walking so far. Yeah, like Melissa just walk right through, like up in the hills. A lot of communities need help. Prime Minister, if you go into these communities and see the devastation, we need your help up there as well. I mean, all the West needs help, but the people in the hills, sometimes they get forgotten, right? Because they're so far up in the hills. So a lot of communities up there need a lot of assistance. Sure, Richard is helping as much as he can, but remember, he has Accompong Town to deal with as well. But he's a chief for not just Accompong Town, but the entire area. January 6th brings in millions of dollars into the economy. So it's good to see that they've turned a new page and it's not a combative thing anymore. No one is trying to up anyone. So, as I mentioned, the Kalinagos of Dominica, they work very well alongside the government, and there's no reason for that not to happen in Jamaica. They respect the indigenous people there. They respect the culture. They know that they bring in a lot of money. People from everywhere would go to Dominica just to see the Kalinagos, the Caribs, and they changed their name from Caribs to Kalinagos. So, they're known for those long canoes and the food and the canoe making and everything else, the dress, right? It's just so beautiful for the culture, the whole thing, right? And it's nice to see that the Prime Minister said that he would help with the recovery of Accompong Town. So the JDF teams will be deployed and repair the damaged homes, especially the roofs. And
on the
course,
ground in
Accompong,
additional and I'm here with Permanent Secretary Jan Jennings, Chief Technical Director Audrey Dale Williams, and our teams are out. We have 5 teams that are out in 5 different areas doing what? Assessments. And for us, today is all about assessments. And assessments are part of one of the priorities for the Ministry of Labour and Social Security in this phase of our relief and recovery. Why is that so? When we do the assessments, we're able to interview you at your house, take pictures, get GPS location, look on the infrastructure, identify the assets that have been lost.
I lose my black jump. I lose my bed, my dresser.
That is very important, of course, for you to receive any benefit.
I know that the pressure is on to get these things fixed and up and running and so on. So the government agencies will work hand in hand with Accompong leaders to fast track newly recovered efforts. For many residents who lost everything, this cooperation brings new hope in a moment of crisis because they are not able to do it on their own. This needs massive help and skilled manpower to get everything up and running as well, especially the electricity. I'm seeing a stronger partnership between the Jamaican government and the Accompong leadership, and this could signal a new chapter. I also saw the Prime Minister giving out a generator, and I believe a Starlink as well. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, for considering the community centers
to discuss matters of importance as it relates to community development and recovery after the hurricane which just passed. So the full Maroon Council as well as Office of the Chief has already been corroborating a lot of this data, and we intend to work in a collaborative way to bring the necessary assistance that is needed to those who are critically in need of that assistance. So we continue to await his arrival, and also the Minister of Culture, Babsy Grange. So it's been a while, and we actually have the opportunity to meet officially in their presence today. So I think it's a special day, and one that will mark perhaps a new chapter in the relationship moving forward.
Together. So it's a good thing to see, and we just want this relationship to go from strength to strength, because that's how we're going to rise as a people. The best thing that I saw for a long while. They said in war, both sides suffer casualties. It's not like one side is going to come out unscathed. No, both sides are going to suffer. So it's best to just come together, work out the differences, and work as one.